What's going on, Pokemon Fan Club? Pokemon Card 151 and Scarlet Violet 151 have been so hyped and have so much hype. Where's the hype for Obsidian Flames? Pokemon Co. has just completely glossed over this set, and it releases in Japan in less than 4 weeks. So I know we're going to start getting some leaks and reveals soon, but right now it's just all Pokemon Card 151, 151. Well, on Friday, Pokemon Company finally released their first stash of the Mew Ultra Premium collections for Pokemon Card 151. They, of course, were $119.99, but they did include a free Squirtle promo card with the collection. It was first revealed on the same day with barely any notice, and it seemed like you could buy any 151 product and you're going to get the Squirtle. However, the only other products on there were the ETB and the booster bundles, which have both sold out since the day they went live. So anyways, they quickly changed the promo to be only if you bought the UPC, and finally they released the UPC. It sold out pretty quickly. In fact, very surprisingly quickly for me. I didn't think it would go that fast. I really didn't hesitate to not buy it. I didn't have a lot of FOMO for that Squirtle promo. I do love Squirtle. He's not my favorite Gen 1, but I just didn't want to pay that premium again, the $120. I did already lock down one over at Best Buy, and I know some people decided to cancel their Best Buy and go with the Pokemon Center because they wanted the Squirtle. Best Buy is also supposed to give out a Bulbasaur promo with the Scarlet and Violet 151 logo on it. They haven't really released or revealed how they're going to give that out. Same thing with GameStop. GameStop's giving out a Charmander promo with the very ugly GameStop logo on it, unfortunately. I wish they would class up the logo or something, make it look a lot more like the Scarlet and Violet 151 logo or the Pokemon Center logo, give it some little shadowing and whatnot, because right now when you put all three cards side by side, it doesn't look like you're getting a little set, and I feel like it's a complete opportunity missed. They should have all had the same logo or at least the same style, so they looked like they were part of a tiny collection. They sold out very quickly, surprisingly quickly. For a $120 product, I was very surprised that the UPC sold out that fast. Same with the ETBs. They did not release any more ETBs on Friday when they released the UPCs like I had hoped they would. I was watching that like a hawk, but no luck there. So they've now sold out of everything 151, either due to the hype or they're playing games with us and they've only released a little stock so far to kind of build that FOMO. I would not put it past them. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm sure there'll be more. Definitely will be more. I just don't know if there'll be more before release day, which unfortunately we've got to wait quite a while because we've got Obsidian Flames first. But we're not going to talk about Obsidian Flames today. We're going to talk about 151. So with that in mind, let's get to it. The overall Japanese market for Pokemon Card 151 has been on a huge dip since release day a few weeks ago. And of course, that's completely expected. The prices right out of the gate, right before release are absolutely insane, and then they take a huge dip. So you can see back on the 16th, roughly 2 weeks ago, was a huge drop. A few cards, especially some Pokemon cards, as we've talked about, like the Bulbasaur, the Blastoise, the Charmander. Out of the gate, not Charmander so much, but out of the gate, Bulbasaur and Venusaur took a huge dip, and then it re-corrected itself. I think people really undervalued those cards in the first day with how much people desire them. I myself, I know that the SAR Venusaur was around the $30 range right on day one. And when I saw that, I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to go down. And boy, was I wrong, because now it's like $50. And unfortunately, I'm kicking myself for a lot of cards that I looked at on day one that I was like, oh no, these are just going to go down. The level of interest in this set and the hype around, especially Gen 1 Pokemon, is just so crazy that this is a case of just scarcity of this product and the amount of desire people have, the amount of collectors that have increased, of course, the amount of flippers and stuff that have entered into this community that are driving up the prices, thinking that they can make a free, make their quick tendies, has gone to Japan, whereas before, a year ago even, it was not anything like this, and now it's just completely blown up. And so most of the cards, for the most part, as we look through them, they took their initial dive and they've been pretty much holding steady at there. Really, only the few cards that have gone up in the last 7 days is the Venusaur. I guess people have realized that they want to get that card. It was probably priced a little bit low for what it is. The art is phenomenal in my opinion on that card. I know it's not everyone's taste. Blastoise has an even bigger following. His card was probably priced about right around that same mark, and it's been holding steady for the last 7 days. Giovanni with Persian on the couch, that's gone up a little bit in the last 7 days. Most everything else has pretty much gone down. I thought that Alakazam would be a more desired card with his return to the game, but he too has kind of held steady, and he's priced lower than Blastoise and Venusaur. Zapdos has done really well. He's almost double in price what Alakazam was. He's going for $60-$70 right now. Erica's on the decline. Even she was already on the decline in the last 7 days. She's down about 6% for the SAR and 3% for the SR. Another card that's on the rise is that Mew EX card. It's only up about 5.5% over the last 7 days. That card is going to be one of the promos in the English UPC, so it'll be much easier to obtain and also much lower value in English, since it'll be much like the Charizard promos in the Charizard UPC, assuming that they're printed about equally. It could be about a $30 card or less, as people want to open the packs of 151 and sell off the promos to try to recoup money as they continue to chase the non-promo cards in the set. Recently, I made a video about all my techniques of hunting for deals and shopping on eBay, and lately I've been searching a lot for SV2A Masterball Pokemon. I just think that the cards are really unique, quite cool. Obviously, they're the original 151 Pokemon. For the most part, they're not quite all in there, but I just think that there's no guarantee that these are going to come to the English Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 151. The Pokeballs never did, so I think there's opportunity now to grab some of these cards if you like them, if you think they're cool, if there's Pokemon you want that haven't already skyrocketed, like the Pikachu that's well over $200. I think there's a lot of cool cards that are under $8, up to 13, but to each their own, whether or not you like these or not. It's just personally something that I'm buying now, and I'll tell you why I'm buying them. For one thing, they're potentially even more rare than the SAR cards. Now, the SAR cards obviously are way cooler looking cards, way better. But I don't think you should write off the Master Balls. As far as the rarity goes for the Master Balls, let's take a look at the statistics for the pull rates and what we know about Pokemon Card 151. First of all, roughly 5 out of 6 boxes, you're going to get an SR. That other one box, you're going to get an SAR. So basically, in order to get all the SRs, you're going to need to open 96 boxes. And in that time, you should get all the SARs, just based on the averages. Now, if there could be some clumping and whatnot, you honestly could get the same SAR every single time, although it's rare. You might not get the SARs you're looking for, but roughly, if you chase all those SRs and you hit them right on every box, in 96 boxes, you should have all the SRs and all the SARs. And that's because 16 SRs times 6 boxes is 96 boxes. 7 SRs times 6 boxes is 45 boxes. So it should take you half as many boxes to get all the SARs. So in theory, based on the statistics, by the time you reached twice that, almost 96 boxes, actually that's more than twice, you should have gotten every SAR twice by that time. So you should have every SR and 2 of every SAR in a perfect world. So still, you're only at 96 boxes. That's still not enough to hit all of the Master Balls. With there being 154 of them, it could take you at minimum 154 booster boxes to get them all. And that is if you hit everything exactly perfect. It could potentially take you 300 to get all the Master Balls that you want. That is an exorbitant expense in order to chase down these Master Balls. So to me, that shows just how rare they are. And if there's Pokemon that you love, then you might want to grab them while you can. I certainly do not recommend anyone spend $200 or even $50 on a Master Ball unless you absolutely love it, have to have it, and that's your thing, by all means. It's not something I would do. But 15 and under, I might consider it. $10 and under, I would definitely consider it. I've bought a few already that I liked. I keep debating about a few more. There's just so many cards out there. I just can't collect them all. I got to decide where I'm going to put my money. And I have put it a little bit in these Master Balls. And the more I think about it, the more I want to get some others that I like. Especially some of the Pokemon that are really key to the series that I love a lot. Obviously, you can't go wrong with any of the starters. Your Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. Those are fantastic Master Ball Pokemon to pick up. Some very notable Pokemon from the series like Caterpie, Butterfly, and Jigglypuff certainly stand out to me. You got the bad guys, Meowth, Persian, Ekans, Coughing. Even Giovanni himself has a Master Ball you can pick up. And when I think I looked at him last, he was about 15 bucks. I'd like him to be 10, and then I'd grab him. Also, I think some of the cards, just the artwork is fantastic. And the Master Balls stand out really well on the water-based cards. So one of the cards I really love that's going for as cheap as you can get, $7.50, I think, is Tentacruel. He just looks super awesome, like something out of Independence Day or Aliens. And then there's a lot of other awesome artwork cards, the Chansey, Gyarados, Lapras, Articuno. Just, they look fantastic. The ones that are super expensive right now, of course, is Eevee and all the evolutions, Dragonite, Mewtwo, Moltres. Of course, Erica's Invitation is going for quite a lot of money. So my point of this video is to just think about it again, take another look, see if Master Balls are something that you want to collect. If you think that you might in the future, the time to get them might be now. Again, make sure you have the money to spend on any of this stuff. This is obviously a hobby, not something that you should invest your future in. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope you're all doing well. Leave me a comment down below what's going on with you, and I'll catch you in the next video.